Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning and welcome to BCIT News. I'm Riley Cunningham and these are your news headlines to 10:30. Police in Delta are looking into a shooting linked to an ongoing extortion case that happened earlier this morning. The shooting happened at a home near 84th Avenue and Brook Road. People were home at the time, but nobody was injured. Major crime investigators have taken over the file due to the alleged ties to extortion. Vancouver entrepreneur Yuri Fulmer has now officially announced his bid for the leadership of the BC Conservative Party. The Australian-born Canadian businessman earned his fortune in fast food franchises and is now Chancellor of Capilano University. Fulmer says he has a firm commitment to conservative values and that the party needs a new direction after years of mismanagement. He says the party needs to be more welcoming to people who might not feel comfortable with the party now, including BC Liberals. The party has not yet released the rules for the upcoming leadership race, and so far, Fulmer is the first big-name figure to throw his hat in the ring. The death of a man in Kamloops is being investigated as a homicide after police say evidence has indicated this may be the case. Mohammed Ash Zafar was found dead in a West End home on Monday after police were called to check on his well-being. The homicide rate in Kamloops has averaged about 2 people per every 100,000 every year, with a total city population of just over 100,000 people. The Kamloops Serious Crime Unit has taken over the investigation and is asking anyone with information on the case to reach out. Police in Prince George are looking for thousands of dollars worth of logging equipment that was stolen from a site over the holidays. The RCMP were called to a logging claim on January 2nd along Beaver Forest Service Road after the claim's owner reported the theft and damaged property. The Mounties say hand tools, two-way radios, and a very large harvester head were believed to be taken sometime between December 23rd and January 2nd. They're asking anyone with information to come forward. Indigenous Services Minister Mandy Galmasti recently refused to commit to source water protections in a promised clean water bill. And some First Nation chiefs says it shows the government is sidelining the health of Indigenous communities in order to build up the economy. Galmasti had previously vowed to reintroduce the bill in Parliament that Anishinaabe Nation Grand Chief Linda Debasiage helped to negotiate. Debasiage says the protection of source water is important for communities' well-being.
Governments don't want First Nations as part of, ensuring that source water protection is in place. And to me, it seems like they want to remove it because they treat our nations like we're getting in the way of economic development.
Both Alberta and Ontario objected to the clean water legislation last year, saying the bill would limit competitiveness in their provinces. Prime Minister Mark Carney will be heading to China next week, the first time a Canadian PM has visited the country since 2017. He'll be heading east to talk trade, energy, agriculture, and international security. Brenda Molina-Navidad with the Canadian Press has more.
Carney is set to fly out next Tuesday and he'll be in China for several days, but it's unclear if he'll be meeting face-to-face with President Xi Jinping. The last time they met was last October in South Korea. Relations between Ottawa and Beijing have been tense in recent years. Canada imposed 100% tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles and a 25% import tax on steel and aluminum. Then China responded by hitting Canada with tariffs on canola oil and other agricultural products, plus a 25% levy on pork and seafood products. Brenda Molina-Navidad, The Canadian Press.
The Canadian government aims to strengthen ties with China after years of trade and political tensions. And ending off today with the forecast, it is currently mostly cloudy and 4 degrees. We're looking at a high of 7 degrees today and a low of 3 overnight. You can expect scattered showers throughout the day, ending overnight, but make sure to have that umbrella on standby as it is meant to rain later in the week. Thanks so much for listening to BCIT News. I'm Riley Cunningham, and those were your headlines to 10:30.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
It's your career, your vision, your goal. Navigate it your way. Flexible learning is designed for you. Learn a new skill or earn a degree at your own pace. BCIT, flexible learning for a complex world.